Spending money without actually understanding what works is a no way to run Facebook ads. Your analytics dashboard holds the answer. So here it's why it matters more than what you think. More spend equals more learnings, which equals more winning ads, which equals more spend, which equals scaling. So it's a vicious circle. The more you spend, the more you learn, and the more you scale. So join me in revealing a full step-by-step creative strategy walkthrough to understand how I'm using data-driven insights to achieve great results for my 8 and 9-figure clients. And the cool thing is that you only need one tool for your creative strategy. It all starts with the research. And to do the research, I first want to check my competitors. In Atria, I have this amazing tool that let me compare my ads per theme, per format, per video length or platform, industry status, or you can just search specific name or the name of the brand or product. So basically, it is showing you all the ads that are pulled by AI, not just the ads that are saved by other people. So for example, if I want to go after shoe brands, then I just type brand contains shoes and it would give me, okay, Alex Arigato Vessi. So, and I can see the ads are pretty much about shoes. So if you want a specific brand, you can also do this, Vessi, and it would open you all of their ads here. But we'll get to that a bit later. So basically this is a great tool for actually understanding your competitors. So once I actually find a competitor, I want to understand what landing pages are they using. So here we have amazing tool where you go to your competitor, let's say, and you can check what landing pages they are using, what's their mix between videos and images. So in case they have 50% of spend going to one landing page, obviously it kind of makes sense that this is the best performing page. So I can check that. I can probably maybe take some inspiration out of it. What I also like to do is to go to some brands that are not into my niche and to actually understand what landing pages they are using, not just to copy but actually to get an inspiration. So we can see that Ridge has totally a lot of different landing pages, maybe because they're advertising globally, but in Jones Road Beauty probably the thing that I would take inspiration from first is actually this landing page. Obviously you can see there all of the ads that they are running. You can sort either by most recent or longest running. Probably the longest running are the ones that are having the most success with. So that's something definitely you want to focus on first. I'm not saying stealing, basically just take inspiration from them. As I said, it doesn't make sense just to see what your competitors are doing and to copy them. You need to actually understand your customers. That's why I like to do a deep dive into comments of my ads, subreddits, and most importantly, my customer reviews. So before this tool, I was copy pasting all of my customer reviews into ChatGPT and asking them specific questions to actually learn more about the problems of my customers. So Atria allows me actually to plug all the customer review expert in their template sheet, and then basically you get the whole analysis of who your customers are, what problems do they have, and why they are buying. So basically you just upload a list of reviews and you get, okay, what are positive and negative features and benefits, what are areas for improvement, what are buyers' motivation and expectation, and what are use cases. So basically you get angles that you want to emphasize more. For example, for this product, we realized that most people are using this fragrance actually to be complimented and to have a lot of confidence. That were two of our main angles. Now that I have this understanding of what my customers is actually main driver, I can use that into combining my ads. So I have the information and I usually know what concepts are working the best. So then we combine those and to hand off that to my client. So those have exact instructions on how to create a concept, what variation to use, and where to place them. Any junior graphic designer can follow them and execute. So for each of my concepts, I like to use multiple variations that are actually increasing my chances of finding a winning creative. I like to give Facebook choice instead of launching just one variation, which is a hit or miss approach. Then I launch all of my tests in an ABO where each of the concepts in its own ad set. But for more detailed testing process of mine, check this video. So basically for each of the client, they get this document, okay, based on customer reviews, what are positive and negative, what are the emotional motivators, what are key value proposition, what are FAQs, and then we suggest multiple concepts. We give them a general guidelines to create images in 1x1 and 9x16, obviously adapt to the brand font and colors, and we show them an example and we tell them what kind of creative guidelines to use, what kind of product. So for example, this is a benefit call out where we use an example of one ad that we know are using. We tell them what benefits to actually use, and then we define different variations, different headlines. So you can see headline number 1, headline number 2, headline number 3, where we highlight that compliments that we found out from the research. Obviously, there are multiple concepts like this. One is benefit call out, the other is a press screenshot with multiple variations. Then we have some testimonial and benefits concept. Again, we tell them, okay, put the headline here, use your product here, use these benefits here. So basically, it's a no-brainer to create those. As I said, we always have multiple variations of the same concept, highlighting the confidence. So basically, you want to use the words from your customers in your ads. Obviously, us versus them, this is a great ad for all of people that know what the product does. They just want to see whether it makes more sense to buy this product compared to others. So after we get some spend on those concepts from the testing, we have some data to work with. So here I leverage analytics section where I actually compare my highest spender from the testing campaign to actually understand their performance. So spend and ROAS are always my main KPIs, but I would also like for outliers, basically ads with a great thumb-stop ratio or bad hold rate or vice versa, to look for the ways to improve those. So basically that's the point of Facebook ads, to actually understand the data and make educated guesses based on the data. That allows me to double down on winners and to actually scale my ad account. How does this actually look practically? So basically, here's a snapshot of one of our clients. Basically, you have a main dashboard. Spend was the ROAS, CPA, purchase value. Basically, this dotted line is previous period. So basically, you can immediately see what the performance is. You can obviously add a lot of different metrics and there's no limitations here. Initially, they added these creative tags. So basically, you can really understand, okay, most of our ads are working that are into problem and solution, style and comparison in terms of the ad angles, like explaining how safe it is and how hygienic it is and how quick the results are, like in terms of the emotion, like we are doubling down on relief. So when you actually want to compare the performance, you have a couple of these system reports that you can leverage, or you can create your own report. So for example, in my case, I want to check my performance in the last 14 days for all the ads that spend above 1K, because if it did not spend at least 1K, I don't consider that a winner. So basically in here I added a spend, ROAS and thumbs-up ratio. Basically, I can see, okay, this one spent the most, it has like amazing thumbs-up ratio, so Facebook is pushing it, that one. It doesn't have such a great ROAS. But then, for example, this one has a pretty good opportunity, which is our second spender, which actually is getting amazing ROAS. So when you see the details, you can actually see the ad and you can check it in Ads Manager. You also have this table dashboard where you can look for outliers. So for example, in this case, okay, this is an ad that has like amazing ROAS. I did not spend too much on it. So, okay, I need to check what's happening here and why we are not pushing it that much. For example, we can look for outliers. So, okay, this one has amazing thumbs-up ratio, but not a great hold rate. So that's part of the video that I need to improve. Or for example, this has an amazing hold rate. Okay, let me watch that video, let me understand what's actually happening after the hook so I can apply that to more ads. So data is your best friends. Unfortunately, due to the NDA, I'm not allowed to share some exact creatives, but I hope you found this video interesting. And if you have any questions about this process or ideas about additional content, what I need to cover more in terms of creative strategy, please comment below. If on the other hand, you're an e-com brand spending at least $50K a month and you want this process to be implemented in your ad account, book a call with me below.